Good morning, class, and welcome to day 3 of your Still Life unit. This video will discuss today's task list and the assignments that need to be completed. Today is a very important day because we are entering the third and final phase of the project. The first day we learned how to create a still life, how to arrange and take a photograph of a still life properly. Then the second class we learned how to use basic shapes to map out the space of our paper and to figure out the proportions for each one of our objects. And today we're going to be learning about value, which is essentially shading. It's the fade or the change from light to dark. And by adding value, you create form. So not only are we drawing these objects in line detail, but we are lastly going to add value to create form to make your objects look three-dimensional. We'll be discussing that as we go down the task list today. Your central question is, how do artists create work that is pleasing and demands the viewer's attention? Remember, this is your essential question for your learning log you'll need to answer on the last day of the unit. And to answer that question, artists, they pick objects that are interesting, they fill the space, they add as much detail in line and or color as necessary, they can add value to make it look three-dimensional, they can add variety to add a bunch of different things. So there's those 5 things and more, a bunch of different ways an artist can make something engaging and demand someone's attention. But the most important one is to fill the space of the paper to make sure that the viewer looks into the entire space of the paper. And our words today are form and value, as was discussed in today's learning goal. I am going to scroll down here to the task list, and we can get started on what we need to do today. So the first thing is to watch the form and ET video. Remember, ET is for entrance ticket. So you're going to watch that entrance ticket video to help with your entrance ticket questions and answers. That is where I explain value and form in more depth and how it relates specifically to your project. Once you've watched that, please type in the definitions for what is form and what is value in your day 3 entrance ticket. So that should be a easy step that should only take you a few minutes. Now, once you've done that, you're really only doing 3 things today. You are 1, doing your entrance ticket. 2, you are completing a value scale worksheet. The value scale that is displayed in the entrance ticket video up here, you're going to complete your own value scale and practice that so that you know how to complete value for your project. So again, you are doing your entrance ticket, your value scale worksheet, and then you're just going to continue your project. So even though there's 6 steps here, it's really only 3 things. The value scale portion is just broken down into a few steps, so don't be overwhelmed. The first thing to do is, after you're done your entrance ticket, just click on the completed worksheet file. It's just a quick pop-up of what the worksheet should look like when it's done, just for reference, just so you know what it should look like. Once you look at that, it only takes seconds. You're then going to watch the video, how to complete your value scale worksheet. It's a video of myself explaining the directions for the assignment and how to download it. First and foremost, you're going to need the program Sketchbook, which is an app in your student app portal on your iPad. The icon is an orange square with a pencil in it. It's called Sketchbook. You should download that. If you have a printer at home and you would rather print this out and do it on hard copy on paper, that is completely fine. But these directions are intended for anyone who may not have printer paper or even a printer at home, so that everybody can do it. So again, if you're doing it without a printer and paper, you're going to need that Sketchbook app on your iPad. So once you've seen the worksheet, what it looks like, and you know how to download it and complete it, you've watched the how to complete the worksheet video. Lastly, you're just going to download the worksheet itself, and once you have the worksheet, complete it. And then when your value scale worksheet is completed, please submit the photo to the completed worksheets assignment. So you just view the example, watch the video on what to do and how to do it, and lastly, just download it, complete it, and submit it. All right, and then once you've done that, just continue drawing your final project for the final step of today and submit a photo of your progress to the day 3 student progress. Now, your benchmark goal is to complete the line detailing of at least half of the objects in your artwork of your still life. If you have already finished the line detailing, please feel free to take what you learned about the value scale and how to create form using value and start adding light and shadow on your actual photographs today to practice shading your objects. Now, another thing to add to note is I would advise taking your photograph on your iPad and going to the edit mode. Click on the photo, hit edit, and on the far left there should be three little circles. I think one's white, one's like a light gray, and then a dark gray. If you click on that in the edit feature, on the right hand side you'll see your pictures in color, and as you scroll to the bottom they'll be in black and white. And I would suggest switching it to black and white. It's going to make shading your still life a lot easier because you can see the different tints and shades in the photo, so you can see where the light grays are, where the whites are, where the dark grays and blacks are. So you can almost look at it as trying to match the colors of the photo, even though we're matching the different tints and shades, the different lights and shadows in the photo. All right, well, that's everything I have for today. Please, at the end of this video, watch the form and the form and value video to help your entrance ticket. And I will talk to you all soon and hope you all have a good class. Okay, bye guys.